I was on mute. Right, I'll start again. So yeah, this lunchtime live has been planned, at the end of last season. I haven't gone live yet because of I've just been too busy. Then I saw the news today. Then I thought, you know what, I can get my washing up done, and then I can come and do this. So it's not just about Scott Parker. This will always be talking points, football, not just the Premier League as well. And I'm hoping in time people will feel comfortable enough to come on here, like Talk Sport, for instance, where you don't need to show your face and just give your opinion. Let's say Bournemouth were in the Championship still and this happened. It would be good to hear, and even now, perspective of the fans, on the sacking. So this is actually set up for football fans. So you could be in League Two. Let us know what's going on at your club in League Two. All of that. That's what this lunchtime live is about. It's just a general football show. And like I said, I really hope that in time people feel comfortable to come on. I put the link in the chat, speak for 5 minutes, carry on. If there's no one to speak, then I will just raise talking points, and then we can, elaborate on them in the comment section. Right, let me get to I don't want to waste too much time because we have only got an hour. Right, happy Amaret, so good to see you. And I know these sort of times, probably most of the time, good for you. So yeah, that's also why I want to do this, is because I know the 12 o'clock sort of time is good sometimes. They beat Villa first game, then 3 big 6 club losses. Bang out of order, in my opinion. Can't stand how managers don't get a proper chance these days before they are sacked. Right, I'm going to get through the comments and then we'll speak on that. Muted. Thanks for tuning in, Josiah. Thanks for tuning in, Leeds 2022. All of you. Big up Paul, expat Paul, Thailand Paul. He's got his own channel. Go and check that out. Big up Lee Stay for the main man. Check out his channel too. Hi Lee. Boom. Hi. Good. Big up Wally, Godfather. Walito, Godfather of this channel. Boom, boom, all highs. Right, cool. So yeah, my thoughts are, I agree with what Happy said. Here, it is bang out of order. Let me remove that so you can see that. 4 games implies to me that they was waiting to pull the trigger. The fact that they haven't made any real transfers also implies that they wasn't willing to give him funds because they knew they was going to sack him. They won their first game against an established Premier League side in Aston Villa, 2-0. Then obviously, they've played the teams they've played: Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City. And the fact that Liverpool came off that Man United defeat, they're at home against Bournemouth. We all knew Liverpool would win that game. I think I predicted 3-0. Obviously, I was way off. Southampton lost 9-0 twice, and they stuck with their manager, because you have to be realistic in the Premier League. This can happen. And let's see how quick it is before they actually get a new manager in, because I think that they've had this in the pipeline and they were just waiting on any sort of reason to sack him. Yeah, 9-0 is not, it doesn't look good, but it's Liverpool v Bournemouth at Liverpool. Of course you agree with me, Titch. I'm always right. Boom. Look at this. They played Villa better than we did. And the thing is, that's true. They look so good on the first game of the season. And unfortunately for them, they've got the, big teams after that. So it's a strange one. And like I said to everybody, just look how long it takes them to hire a new manager. And then that should be an indication as to were they ready to do this. And also, if they make signings without a new manager, that means they've been in conversations with this new manager and he's identified who he wants. So let's see if they make any signings now that Parker's gone. Who makes signings without a manager? I know that Scott Parker came out and was just saying basically we wasn't equipped, implying that, they need players in, and I don't think they like that, but we will see. Right, so like I said, this is the first one. Here we go. Did Parker bring them out? Yeah, he did. And it was automatic promotion. Obviously, Forest came up through the playoffs. So he got them up automatically, which is very, very hard in the Championship. They came second to Fulham, who were flying in the Championship. So, yeah, there's no loyalty. No. Yeah, this guy got you up. He's played 4 games. He's won the first. They're in the same position as us in regards to the points they have on the board. And they have played a harder set of fixtures than West Ham. So you have to be realistic. Their aim when they came up would have been to stay up. Losing to Liverpool after 4 games, 9-0, doesn't determine whether you're going to stay up or not. We will stay on this maybe for 5 minutes because, there's Paqueta. I'll look on my phone and see what other news is going on. This one is interesting. Paul says Thierry Henry will be the next manager. Okay, that will be interesting. And this is a funny one. Sacked because he never started Fredericks. See, that could be the thing. You've got the world class, the best right back in the world. You haven't played him. That would justify being sacked. I wonder if Frederick is injured. I think he was injured at the start of the season. This is more than we're just going to talk. I'm watching that timer so that I know. Okay, we've spent maybe 8 minutes when it gets to 52 on Parker. We'll move on. Obviously, Paqueta is a big talking point. I'm going to just go through the news and see what's going on. I've got a funny stat here, yeah? So, Celtic and Liverpool, both of their anthems are You Never Walk Alone. In the same weekend, they won 9-0. And today, on the same day, the losing managers got sacked. So, Dundee United's manager also got sacked after they lost 9-0 to Celtic. It's coincidence, isn't it? You Never Walk Alone, 9-0. Opposing managers both sacked same day. That's a little stat. But yeah, I believe Frederick is injured, of course. Exactly. That's probably why West Ham sort of thought, you know what? He was a decent player for West Ham, but the injuries and all of that. Because he has been injured for us. And also, you can raise some football talking points. So I've said Paqueta will be one. If you have another one, just put it in the comment section and we'll speak on that. I will see if I can find any news on that. And then, So this is all about interaction with the people that are, the main people of any channel, which is the subscribers, followers, whatever you want to call it. So, we will get onto Paqueta. And, I think it was harsh on Scott Parker. And I think it was premeditated. And I don't like that. I don't like the non-transparency. Right, let me see here. I hope Pecker's got his work permit sorted more than 19 minutes to go to be able to. Oh, so he can still play. See, I didn't know that. Afternoon, big up Robert Singerton. I was reading old news. Oh, okay, for Henry. Right, here we go. So let's go here. Let's speak on this. Anybody that's got any information, even if you just read it and put it in the comment section. What's your thoughts on West Ham signing Brazil's number 10? Now, I don't mean that as in the number he wears on his back. I mean, he is their playmaker. He is Brazil's starting number 10. We've broken our transfer record to sign him. So, what's the thoughts? We played against him for Lyon twice in the Europa League last season. Sky Sports, before I came up here, Sky Sports have said, basically, the guy that was doing the analysis has said, this guy can play in multiple positions effectively, and he chose West Ham. Unlike, some of the people that we wanted, Kostic and all of that, they didn't want to come to West Ham. He chose West Ham, right? So that's a good sign. He chose, and I know in the French press and all of that and social media, they were saying, trying to sway him and why would you be going to West Ham? And, he stuck to his guns. He's chosen West Ham, which is a massive thing. So, and I'm not going to lie. I don't know, I've heard of him. I don't know too much about him. But the fact that he is their starting number 10, I think he scored in 30 games. He scored 10 goals or 8 goals. He scores goals as well as setting up goals. They spoke about his relationship with Neymar on the pitch, how he, supplies Neymar and all of that. So West Ham, this is a major, major coup for us. And I just hope that Moyes plays him and gets the best out of him instantly. But I want to hear right. So here, the work permit. I want to know more about that. 19 minutes. I don't think that's going to happen. Right. So Sean Dice, 7-4. I don't want to see him back in the Premier League, man. I really don't. I don't want to see him back in the Premier League. Wally says, I'm amazed that we could sign him. Right, let me just acknowledge, big up James Bong. It's been a while, and you put a comment, I saw it just before I came on the prediction show saying I missed it. You didn't miss it. It was an upload. So it wasn't a live show. None of those have been live. It was an upload. So you haven't missed anything. But thanks for tuning in. What was I going to say? Shit, I forgot. Yeah, I don't want to see Daesh back in the Premier League. No offense. I can't remember what I was saying. Right. Happy says, amazing signing. Best one of his... Oh, that's what I was going to say. Window for sure. He will be exactly what Scamacca needs to be a good machine. Mental signing, and once settled in, massive signing, we're going to be flying up that table. Right, that's what I was going to say. Now I've forgotten again. No, it wasn't. I remember saying in January, when we done a transfer show, I don't know if it was on this channel or Disabled Team, I remember saying the fact that we didn't, I was trying to, the pros and cons. The fact that the summer transfer window last year wasn't great. January, when we needed players, we didn't do any. I did say, maybe, one, we're seeing which competition, European competition, we're in next season, and also maybe we're going to go big in this transfer window. And that was me trying to put a positive spin on not signing no one in January. That proved to be right because we spent 180 million. I think in European football we are top of the spending, behind maybe one team, because we was fifth, but they said once this deal gets over the line, someone spent 200 mil. I don't know who. I don't know if that's Man United, but yeah, we're up there in Europe as the biggest spenders. Now, without being too of a downer, I think we are spending some of the Rice money. Once Rice goes next summer, we are already spending some of that. So once we sell Rice, we're not going to reinvest all of that money, I don't think. But, you never know. But yeah, I think where we didn't spend big in last one and then the January, that's why we are able to spend this now. Right. Have you heard a rumor that our transfer fund is being backed by JP Morgan and are hinted to take a... No. See, right, this is why I love doing these type of things. One, I don't do my research like that. That's not me. A lot of the West Ham channels, that's what they do. They bring you the news as it happens. I don't do that. And that's why I'm grateful when we do things like this, that you can bring the news to me. And I think by doing that, it actually makes it even more interactive because I'm feeding off your information. Have you heard the rumor that JP Morgan? No, I haven't. Ooh. How much is his net worth, JP Morgan, by the way? Let me know. Seemed far too good to be true, didn't it? But then he must have realized that we are fucking massive. Right, watch this, yeah? Well, we know that Scamacca is Italy's number 9. We know that Paqueta is Brazil's number 10. You don't wear the number. I'm talking about the positions, right? Just top of my head. Agaid is obviously Moroccan international starter. Cornet is Ivory Coast international starter. Who else we got? I think he's a starter. He's an Ivory Coast international. We also got, all right, Flynn Downs. I didn't know nothing about him, but he is a West Ham boy through and through. And there's some more. Who else? There's two, man. I worked it out when they were saying it earlier. I was like, they're all internationals. Who else? Left back. Emerson is an Italian international. He won the Euros with Italy. And then one more signing. Another centre-back. The German. Kerhar is a German international. All international signings, barring Flynn Downs, who is a West Ham boy. Not bad. What we got here? So, yeah. Also, all right, thanks, TDT. Thanks for tuning in, man. Listen, all I would ask of anybody is just hit the like button, please, in any video of mine that you watch. That's it. Just hit the like button. Please, please, please. Why is this not... All right, it is. What was I going to say? Yeah, sorry. In regards to these shows, I was always planning at the end of last season to do maybe between a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Not every day, but on those days. Today's Tuesday. I thought, let's do it. And also, it would have went live at 12. Get a buzz on the door at 2 minutes to 12. Our boiler's not working. And ran down there. It's the guy. So I had to reschedule it. Then he didn't even come out for the reason meant to. So there may well be another one, but I'm not answering the door. Even though our boiler's been turned off because it's leaking carbon monoxide, which is crazy. Anyway, so I had to be boiling the kettle for everyone to wash and washing up and all of that. Right, got to go. See you later, Leeds 2022. He had to have the permit approved by 12 noon today to qualify for the Spuds game. This signing and the others will pick our team up and give us such a buzz. Yeah, so when it comes to work permits, sometimes it confuses me because I'm thinking he's already playing in Europe, in France, which is just, not too far from England. Why is it an issue? He should already have a work permit. What's different between England and France? He should have a work permit already. It should be a European work permit. We're both part of the EU. Paul, boom, Mr. Bong, how's tricks? Oh, what's up? All right, and it's Kieran. Yes, Kieran, thanks for tuning in. Give me your thoughts on any Chelsea news. Yeah, anything going on with Chelsea that you want to speak about, Kieran? Good day, Robs, boom. I have a theory that before tomorrow evening, we have something in place already where we'll be selling a key player. Yeah, can't see it being right, but Ryan is a worry given his recent demeanor. And the thing is, I've already saying that we need to get a backup for Bowen. So losing him, I don't know, that'll be hard because I think that he needs competition. So if we're going to lose him, then that will be worrying because no one, unless Antonio plays on the right, but he's not going to score you the goals that Bowen does. What I love about our big signings is that they are young. Skamaka and Paquet are young and not washed up old players. Exactly. I think they're both 24. I think, and that means they'll have a sell-on value. And it's smart business by West Ham. Literally have huge names come in this window. Yeah. Let me just touch on that as well. On Thursday at I think 8:30 on the disabled team, me, Stuart, Kieran, Russell will be doing a transfer deadline day show. So yeah, that's on Thursday. I think 8:30 on the disabled team. I bet you're right, Abby. A big player getting sold. Right. I could see, and I said this the other day, I could see Lanzini getting sold just to raise funds. I don't think we'd sell Fornals. I think Lanzini potentially could be sold because of the position he plays and the players that we've got in that position. And that would be just to raise some funds. I'm not sure about Benrahma. I don't know whether it would now take a 25 mil bid for us to accept that. I don't know, but I could see Lanzini being sold. Chelsea are doing all right, but Connor misses games due to it. Yeah, but he hasn't looked great, Conor Gallagher, in the last 2 games. Leeds, and then the other day when you beat Leicester, he got sent off needlessly. FFP is going to smack us with a hefty fine if we don't recoup some money. Maybe, but like I said, January we didn't spend anything. I can give you advice on adjusting to your favorite player leaving happy. Yeah, see, you two might be in the same boat. Oath is Conor going Palace. Right, let me just bring up some. Let's see what's the transfer talk. Right, so Man United are looking like they're going to sign Dubravka from Newcastle as a backup keeper to David De Gea. And I could easily see him at some point in the season coming in for De Gea. Okay, Fofana. Right, what do you think about this? Fofana is set for Chelsea at £70 million. Wesley Fofana. What's your thoughts on that? And I think Chelsea then, they would have spent 50 on Sterling, 70 on Fofana. Who else did Chelsea bring in? Paul and Kieran. Please, no, not Benny. He is our most creative player since pre-season. Silly move to sell it. Yeah, I think the good thing is for Benrahma, and I said this again before the season started, if he can play his best and be consistent, for us, it is like a new signing. So you would hope that, it's not a flash in the pan. I know he wasn't great against Brighton, but none of our players were. He came on and made an impact. And, I looked at our bench against Villa, and for the first time, I thought, you know what? There is actually changes that can be made on that bench. That was without Agerd. That was without Paqueta. So, yeah, in an ideal world, West Ham would keep all of our players. Is there anybody you would like to sell at West Ham? And how much money would you want for that player? I know Souček, there are a few people on his back. Is there any players that you would say, you know what? I wouldn't mind selling him for this fee. So, yeah, anybody for West Ham. Anybody, Paul and Kieran at Chelsea, anybody that you wouldn't mind selling, and give me the figure that you would just listening at work like this. Amazing. Okay, thanks, Happy. Willie and ex-Chelsea, rumoured to be going to Fulham. Our bench is becoming very City-esque. Much needed as well. Yeah, so who would you, as West Ham fans, Chelsea fans, in Paul and Kieran, who would you lot not mind selling, and tell me the figure that you would realistically want for that player? So I've got a feeling West Ham would be, people might deem Souček surplus to requirements, and I don't know how much money that we could recoup. So yeah, let me know. I'm trying to think what else there is. This is all about what people want to talk about, and I didn't really have any subject matters. Okay, right. Man United, £85 million for Anthony. He's a good player. He's a creative player. He scores goals. Good on the ball. Now, I'm assuming that once that deal is done, that they will then sell Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo wants Champions League football. Chelsea are still looking for a striker. Could you not see that happening by Thursday? Ronaldo to Chelsea. I think it'd be like 20 or 25 million. Not going to be popular, but Soufal and Souček could leave 40 million for the pair. I think it would be more than that, Happy. I think if they were to go, West Ham could command a bit more in this day and age. I think about, actually, you might be right. 25. I think we could get 30 for Souček, and I think we could get 20. Or if we were smart, that's what we would be trying to get, is 50 mil, which would be a profit. Yeah, both of them. Yeah, I think we could get 50 for them too. I'd like to keep all last season's first team players. That's a huge squad improvement in itself, considering our fantastic window. Yeah, and that's the thing. We do need that depth. Who replaces Souček? Pack doesn't play that position, does he? No. And I think a lot of Souček's, what he lacks, I think the way we play sort of highlights that. I think for Souček's first season, when he's arriving in the box late and all of that, and actually ghosting in to score goals, that's his game. And the way we've been playing, he hasn't been able to do that. So I still think our tactics has hindered Souček. And you put him in another team that plays to his strengths, and then we regret selling him. But we ain't playing to his strengths, right? It's looking like we might not have two goalkeepers on the bench. Right, I'm glad Luke's here. Luke, I've been asking on streams that I've been on, has anybody seen Luke? Come, Baba. So yeah, I'm glad that you've actually tuned in, because I have actually been asking. Yeah. I've been asking. Nah, say hello. When did you go on? 12:15. So yeah, I'm glad Luke's here. Say good afternoon, Luke. Luke. Yeah, this is another one. That Hans Vanaken replaces Souček for this season. I know he's 30 years old. I know he wants to come to West Ham as well. You want to get down? So yeah, that. But I don't know too much about him. But by all accounts, he's meant to be a decent player as well. Christian Pulisic is on his way out. On a loan or to be sold. And who too? Paul, if you know, Mini Titch. She's gone. Hey, Nene. Somebody said hello. Look, Walito, the Godfather. Walito. Come here. Quick. Nervous now. You should be. Yeah, I got my backup. I've got Happy and Wally in here. No, don't go around there. Right, so nobody wanted to speak about Fofana. Chelsea, 70 mil added to what they've already spent. Who else did they bring in? They brought in who was the centre back they brought in? Who did Chelsea bring in? Who was the centre back? Centre back. I can't remember. They've spent money though. A lot of money. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Chelsea, they're still trying to get Aubameyang at Chelsea. I know Man United was trying to get him as well. Do you think that would be a good fit? Paul, would you rather Aubameyang or Cristiano Ronaldo at Chelsea? Spurs trying to get Carrasco. Right, okay. So What else we got? We got Steven Gerrard at Aston Villa. That's a talking point. Steven Gerrard at Villa. We've got Haaland at City. Ronaldo's passed it. What else we got? Yeah, I need you lot to bring up a talking point. Wally says Pulisic needs to be starting somewhere, so he's in good form when USA smashes UK. Not even UK, England, and I can't wait for that game. Actually, sorry, I can't wait for that game. And you never know in the World Cup. You never know. So I would hope that it's a good competitive game. I'll be doing watch-alongs as well for the World Cup. So yeah, can't wait for the World Cup. What do you lot think of West Ham's Europa League group? Not Europa Conference League. It looks like a Europa League group with Steaua Bucharest and Anderlecht in there. I'm so glad that we qualified from that. You know, easier said than done. And in reality, you know, I think everybody thought this anyway, is that, yeah, it's a hindrance in regards to the amount of games we've got to play before the World Cup. But West Ham have got to target winning that competition, which once again is not going to be easy. We have to target winning that to get into the Europa League. And then it kind of gives us a bit of leeway in the league, where I don't think we're going to finish, you know, top 6. And that's not just because of our start. And that's including the signings that we've made. You know, so yeah, we need to target winning the Europa Conference League, which will not be easy. What we got here? Yeah, see, I've always got something to talk about. Come on, Luke. Luke, give us a talking point, please. Right, so Callum Hudson-Odoi is going on loan to Bayer Leverkusen. Ah, this is a talking point. Nottingham Forest are close to making it 20 signings. They're on the verge of signing Willy Bolly from Wolves, Serge Aurier, who's a free agent, and they've just signed Renan Lodi, who is a Brazilian international left-back from Atletico Madrid. 20 signings this window. Let's speak about Nottingham Forest. 20 signings. If they had a list up here. Yeah, so the latest signing, the left-back, I've never heard of him. He spent 3 seasons at Atletico. He won La Liga in 2020 to 21. 27 Champions League appearances, 118 appearances for Atletico Madrid. So that is pedigree. You know, that's the left back that, on paper, that's something that West Ham, you know. So Forest, yeah, I need to know your thoughts on this group. Looks interesting. Not the hardest group, but certainly not the easiest. Exactly. Lee says, come on, Leeds United, win tonight. Yeah, so we're going to get to tonight's fixtures as well. That's a good one, Lee. Thank you very much for that. Right, so you lot, come on. Nottingham Forest, they will make it at least 20 when they sign Serge Aurier and Willy Bolly, both Premier League experienced defenders. 20 players is what it's going to be at least, because they might then sign, you know, some more up until transfer deadline. Big up Cyber Leader. Thanks for tuning in. He says, what's up? So yeah, we're going to get onto tonight's fixtures. And yeah, Nottingham Forest, you lot, come on, man. 20 signings. We've only got 31 minutes. The timer's right there. My area is so dangerous. Where do you live? Yeah. How does Forest? Right, yeah, come on, man. 20 signings. And you got to remember, Lingard was on a free, but the wages. Aurier will be on a free, but the wages. Willy Bolly, the wage. So all these players, you know, the guy from Atletico Madrid, it's also the wages. They signed someone from Bayern Munich. Oh, Barkin. I might link my thing from Barkin. Yeah, everywhere in London is dangerous, cyber, unfortunately. Right, so yeah, you lot. Crazy Forest. I can't believe it. I don't know how they're doing it either. I don't know how. I know financial fair play is spread over 3 seasons. So I would imagine if they stay up, they're not really going to be doing too much signings for the next 3 windows, maybe. Maybe they're putting all the eggs into these players. You know, Morgan Gibbs-White, 42, 43 million pounds for someone who's unproven, really. A lot of money, man. What we got here? Cyber. Nottingham Forest going down like Fulham. Far too many new players to gel. Big mistake, in my opinion. You know, I would find that very, very amusing if they were to go down. And, you know, I wanted them to come up. But I'm just baffled by how they're doing all of this. It could take Forest a long time to gel after buying so many players. Right. But to be fair, they were the better team against Spurs. Yeah, they lost, but they actually were the better team. And for them, that's probably a good sign that in these early stages of this new squad gelling and that, they did actually were the better team against a team that will probably finish in the Champions League places. So, and I know they've got a good coach. Is anyone going Spurs tomorrow? I'll be doing a watch along. I'm doing a watch along tomorrow for that. In fact, I'm going Spurs now. Good. My mate is treating me stadium tour. Good. Glad to hear that. Forest after Serge Aurier. Yeah, he's looking like he's going there, Robert. Where's Stuart? Yeah, where's your dad, Lee? Yeah, Lee. He might be busy though. Right, let's go through tonight's fixtures. Yeah, Lingard. You know, right, Lingard might have been told. Now, let me just, in his defense, he might have seen what was going on at West Ham and thought, you know, they haven't made any. He might have been sold the project at Forest and might have thought, you know what, I like the sound of that, because it was baffling to all of us. But now, obviously, looking at their signings and you know, how they are playing and that, yeah, I was never invested in Lingard. I said, once he didn't come in January, he's not coming to West Ham. I knew that for a fact, like, because he would have done it. He would have come to a club that he knows he could help win the Europa League, help finish above Man United into 6th position. The fact that he didn't come then, he was never going to come to West Ham. So I know people had this hope, but I knew he wasn't coming. I just don't like maybe the little clues and stuff that he was dropping to insinuate that he was coming. All of that silliness. But other than that, good luck to you. I like seeing him not scoring. I like seeing him taken off. And I do like all of that because, you know, I know at West Ham, Moyes, that would have been Moyes' golden boy. So, which is not good. You know, if somebody just plays regardless, that ain't good for West Ham. And I said it in his first spell. I said, you know, the first half of the loan, fire. Second half, okay. But he was still staying on in games that he potentially should have come off in. So we don't want that at West Ham, where there are favourites like that and whatever they're doing, they stay on the pitch. This for the world. Right, I'm going to go through tonight's fixtures. Right now, Stuart and Lee are doing a watch-along on the disabled team. Probably a 7:30 start, which is Leeds United v Everton. I'm going to go through the fixtures for tonight. Right, we have Fulham v Brighton. You lot, thoughts on that? Now, another thing, I'm going to try and promote what we do. Me, Kieran, Russell, and Stuart do a prediction show, not live. And we pick first goal scorer. We pick total corners, and we do the correct score. You know, we've got a scoring system which takes long to work out and all of that. It's good, man. And last night I was going to do a live premiere only because I just finished the edit. Then I realized, fortunately, that Stuart was going live in 3 minutes and I didn't get the notification. So I put it out. But I'm saying where possible, I will do that as a live premiere. It won't be scheduled for any sort of day, but where possible, I will do that as a live premiere. So you lot can put your predictions in at the same time and I can, you know, interact with you lot in the chat. So a pre-recorded live premiere. In hindsight, I'd imagine that West Ham weren't interested in a 1-year contract. No way. Why would they be? So yeah, it's probably worked out best for all parties. Forest, West Ham, and Lingard. Right, sorry. So, Premier League fixtures. Right, Fulham v Brighton tonight. Look, speak of the angel. I won't say devil for Stuart. No way. Stuart, what time? I said 7:30. What time's your watch along tonight? I'll be tuned in, obviously. And I might watch. I'm going to watch a different game. So I'm going to listen to Stuart for the Leeds, but I'm going to watch a different game. So I'll be watching one and tuned into Stuart's watch along to know what's going on with Leeds. And Oh, they're all at different times. Sorry, no. Leeds is kicking off at 8, so it might not be. What time is your watch along start, Stu? Okay, we've got Crystal Palace v Brentford, Southampton v Chelsea, Leeds v Everton. That's it. 1, 2, 4 games. Actually, I think Leeds or Everton would be the best game at that, actually. So I probably will. Right, so boom, boom, boom. Stuart's watch along starts at 7:45 on the disabled team. Be there or be square. And then tomorrow's fixtures are managerless Bournemouth v Wolves, Arsenal v Villa. Come on, Arsenal. Man City v Forest. Come on, Man City. West Ham v Spurs. Come on, West Ham. I'm doing a watch along for that. 7:30 start, I think, for a 7:45 kickoff. Liverpool v Newcastle. Don't mind who wins that. Leicester v Man United. Come on, Man United, because West Ham there's teams like Leicester, Bournemouth, and that we need to sort of get away from. So yeah, and also, of course, I want Everton, Leeds to beat Everton. I did predict a 2-2 draw for the sake of the show. Please check out the show; you'll like it. But of course, I do want Leeds to win that game. Derby. Oh, yeah, the London Derby. We've got a few derbies, actually. We've got Palace Brentford tonight. We've got West Ham. Oh, no, maybe that's the next set of fixtures. There's 3 London derbies. No, not 3 London derbies. And no, the next set is Liverpool-Everton or Everton-Liverpool in the next round of fixtures. So West Ham or Chelsea-West Ham and Tottenham v Fulham. So there's 3 derbies in the next set of fixtures. Hi, James Bond. Blah, 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 blah. Boom. So, yeah, lots going on. Like I said, with this show will be, there won't be no set day for it. And it will always be, hopefully, a 12 o'clock start. Today would have been, but like I said, the boiler man came. And yeah, just chat. There's always going to be stuff to talk about in football. And it's not just Premier League. It's not just West Ham. It's, somebody from the Championship might come across this channel and they've got something good to say or something negative to say about their team, and they want to actually come on and we can talk about it. And then, 5 minutes talking about the situation. And then it brings, awareness to what else is happening outside of the Premier League as well as the Premier League. Millwall also playing same time as us at the weekend. Paul Met Police Saturday. Oh, gosh. Brand new setup for tonight too. I've given myself more work than I wanted, but I'm still exactly. Just to touch on that, yeah. It takes so much for the graphics and the editing and the live streaming and putting it all together. So Stuart is working really hard behind the scenes to make the streams as good as possible for the viewer. So yeah, now he said that, I'll be intrigued to see what's going on when I tune in later. Brand new setup for tonight. Look forward to the watch along, Stu. I hope so. Happy you must be buzzing with your signings. Titch, what's the countdown for? Sorry. Okay. This is the first time I've done this. So James, the lunchtime lives is what it will be called. They'll last for an hour. Where possible, they'll start at 12, finish at 1. There won't be on no scheduled days. I was always intending Monday, Wednesday, Friday. One of those, 2 of those days, maybe Monday, Friday. Today's Tuesday, obviously. And I thought once I saw that Scott Parker news at about 10, I thought, let me finish this washing up using the damn kettle because we ain't got no hot water. The boiler's off. So that's what these will be about. So it'll be an hour. So I only put that there so everybody knows, how long we've got to get your questions in or thoughts or whatever. And then also for me, it's right there so I can see where we're at. So it'll always be an hour, like dead on an hour, which is not too long out of people's day. And sometimes you can cram in a lot. Like I said, I look forward to, James Bong, Happy, all of you lot, as well as, all the unknown people. Come on and just have your say. Like, you don't need to be on camera. So yeah, it will be good in time. I know that I have to do consistency with this, and the more I'm on, eventually you'll come across a Swansea fan, and you'll come across a Sheffield Wednesday fan that will actually, they've got something to say and they want to come on. Boom, put the link in the chat, come on. And yeah, it's good. Like Talk Sport per se, that sort of concept that you can come on and for 5 minutes and just give your thoughts on your club, not just Premier League. So yeah, that's that. Love the room and countdown, bro. And I know you do this for the right reasons too, bro. Yeah, man. I like I won't say entertaining. I like to be creative. I like interacting with good people, and yeah, I love doing this. It's just, for me, it's very hard to, people. It would make sense for me to just go live as soon as we sign someone, as soon as we're linked, and do all of that. It would make sense because the channel would grow, but I can't do that. I'm too busy with what I do and family stuff and all of that. So I do like doing this, and that's why I do it. Like I said, just to play the game, I could just, as soon as we are linked with someone and all that, go live, and that's not me. I'd rather much do something that's got structure, a concept to it like this, and actually have interaction, and not just keep regurgitating the news, especially when it's transfer links. It works for other people. It would work for me, but that's not me. I like to do this. What we got here? What we got? I love the room. Oh, sorry, I've seen this already. Right, we've got 19 minutes. So, yeah, we've still got time to discuss. I'm going to go back to the news on Sky Sports, see what we've got. Okay, Chelsea plotting late bid for Zaha. Who's the other centre-back they signed? Right, Fofana 70, Sterling 50. That's 120. There's another centre-back that they signed. I'm going to go to their thing now because I want to see what they've spent already. Instead of Koundé, they signed... Who was the centre-back? Let me go here now. Chelsea squad. They signed Cucurella. 60 mil. 60 mil for Cucurella. 70 for Fofana. That's 130. 50 for Sterling. 150. Who else did they buy? Koulibaly. How much was he? Oh, my days. That's who I was talking about, not Cucurella. Koulibaly they've signed for, was that 60 as well? 120. 190. Sterling. 240 million. Chelsea, if they sign Zaha, they're going to be looking at 300 mil in this window alone. I'm trying to think if they signed anybody else. No. So, look, Chelsea, in 3 signings, have spent more than West Ham. Never let me go to town on my own. I bought some binoculars from a charity shop. Why did I buy them? You know what? I bought binoculars before. Quite expensive as well. And I've rarely used them. So let's see, me and Stuart are very much alike. Listen, let me talk about our show, baby. The prediction show, right? Me and Kieran representing West Ham because it's an individual competition as well as a team, just like Formula 1. Kieran started off terribly. Stuart started off really well. Russell started off okay, and then he's come good. He's very lucky with the corners and stuff like that. It's a game based off of skill and luck combined to the two, and Russell is very lucky. But last week I introduced the card count. No, 2 weeks ago. If you get the correct cards, like literally the amount of cards over the 10 games, you get 50 points. Kieran got it bang on the nose and he got 50 points. So it's a good competition. It's fun. So yeah, I would say, look, when you just watch that, because I think the group of the 4 of us, it works. The format of the show, the competition, the single competition, as well as the team thing. And anyway, West Ham is finally now, we're top of that table, me and Kieran, because we work as a team. Russell and Stuart, not so much so. Russell just kind of leaves Stuart to his own devices. And yeah, West Ham is top of that. And Kieran, with those 50 points, is top of the individual. So, woo, West Ham. And then on top of that, we also got a win, West Ham, on Sunday, clean sheet. So yeah, it was a great week for West Ham. But yeah, watch that show. You'll like it. Not too long either. This one was like 35 minutes. Generally, look about 45 minutes. And also, the aim of that is for you to put your predictions in the comment section. And then I would work out your points as well, like for the round. So yeah, it's corners per game. Corners, player to what? No, first goal scorer, corners, correct score. And then at the end, you just do your total cards. And there's points to be earned for correct result, correct team goals if you don't get the correct score. Yeah. Anyway, it's all in there. Chelsea. Oh yeah. Chelsea are still hoping to get Gordon and De Jong too. Wow, being the Lone Ranger is good with me. That's always good for me. But when you're playing in a team event, I can't be just the Lone Ranger. Russell. But yeah, that's a good show, you lot. Right, we've got 15 minutes, a quarter of the show to go. So yeah, this will be a regular regular thing, but not always on the same day or whatever. But 12 till 1. Right, what we got? Let's see what we got. What we got? Okay, let's have, right. What did you think of? I'm going to say some things. Richarlison's goal. No, not Richarlison's goal. St. Maximin's goal. Richarlison's showboating, and then the consequences of that, getting wiped out. What do you lot think? Because the thing is, reality is this: there's nothing in the rules that say you can't showboat, but there are things in the rules that say you can't foul people. I'm not saying he didn't deserve it, but I'm saying it's funny how sometimes we're stickler for the rules, and then sometimes we ain't. So yeah, it's funny how if that was trying to think what player who's clean cut. Let's say it was a Mr. Clean Cut guy doing some kick-ups and that, and then he got wiped out by someone like Richarlison, who everybody seems to hate. All of a sudden, the dynamic would change, which I find funny. Sorry to see Parker sacked. Yep, we are only above them on goal. Exactly. So should have sacked Moyes. He needed time, especially with the games they had. And thanks for tuning in, Helen. And that's a fair point. We did speak about that at the start, but we'll go back to that. We spoke on, maybe it was before one of the predictions, before we start recording. I said, West Ham ain't going to sack Moyes because they're giving him all this money to spend, right? So there are people calling for him out. He doesn't need to change his tactics. West Ham needs to change. And maybe he needs the players that he's bringing in to be able to, play a different style of football. But they're not going to sack him when they're giving him all this money. Brendan Rodgers, on the other hand, at Leicester, they ain't giving him no funds. So that would imply to me, just like with Scott Parker, that they are looking to pull the trigger on Rodgers. I went to the game against Brentford at Leicester, and the crowd weren't feeling him. Even the guy in the hospitality, who works for the club, he didn't have kind words to say about Brendan Rodgers either. So they underachieved in the last 2 seasons. They let it slip when they was in the top 6 twice. They was in the Conference League. They dropped down from the Europa League. Well, out of that, so he has underachieved. And if you go back for the last few seasons, you look at their squad depth. They had a crazy squad, and I kept referring to them as to where West Ham need to be in regards to squad depth. Now they're selling their players, not reinvesting. So I think he's on borrowed time, and I think that's why the members of the board haven't given him funds to spend. And so, sorry, Helen, I think that was the same as Scott Parker. I think they was waiting to pull the trigger. And you're right. They've got the same points as West Ham, the same points as Villa. They're a newly promoted team. They lost to a team that have been phenomenal in the last 3 or 4 seasons. So, you can lose 9-0 in the Premier League and bounce back like Southampton have done twice as an established Premier League team. Richarlison should stick to freestyle. No place in football for that show off. St. Max's goal was absolute sublime, but haven't seen the show and stuff. And the good thing about St. Maximin's goal is that made it 1-1 and meant that me and I think Kieran got the correct score for that game. Harry Kane's missed penalty meant that I got the correct score in that game. So yeah, when it comes to the prediction show, when it comes to the skill, I'm your man. When it comes to the luck, maybe Russell. But no, it's good. It is good. What we got here. But yeah, before we do finish, we still got 11 minutes. Thanks for everyone who's tuned in. It would be nice to schedule these so the day before, so people actually know it's coming up, and then you might come into the stream with comments, or not comments, talking points, and that's what it's about. You lot bring the talking points, we'll speak on it. Some of them I won't know. I'll just look at it. Oh wow. So yeah, I know that I have to schedule this. This wasn't scheduled. This was literally spur of the moment. I gave it about 2 hours as a schedule, but I'm saying I want to schedule at least 24 hours before, so that I can prepare, and anybody that's going to take part has got talking points. What we got now? Right. This is just a very, very random one now. But from what you've seen after only 4 games, put in the chat your predicted top 4 in the order that you think it will be as well. So who's going to win 2nd, 3rd, 4th? Based off of what you've seen thus far. Obviously, teams will make signings, but yeah, what you've seen, what are you thinking for the top 4 this season? I've got a feeling City's going to be right at the top of everybody's list. Yeah, give me your top 4. So Chelsea are still trying to sign Aubameyang. That says that 5 hours ago. Whose house was burgled and he was assaulted in Spain. His family was in the house and all of that. So that's probably gonna, tip the scales for him definitely wanting to get out of there and come back to England. Yeah, give me your top 4. I've got a feeling somebody's gonna put Arsenal in their top 4. Right, here we go. Thanks for that, Stuart. Man City, Liverpool, Spurs, Chelsea. Oh, it's okay, maybe. That's from Stuart. No Arsenal. Who's the other big six? Who's meant to be the big 6? Right, Helen says Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs. Yeah, I knew somebody would put Arsenal in there. What about the news? Yeah, what is the news? I know his brother's trying to. Yeah, what is the actual news? Right, so I saw City, Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal. Yep, same as Helen, but just 2 different in Arsenal, Spurs. What is the news? I know his brother's saying, "Oh, I'm gonna expose him and reveal and blah blah blah," which that's your brother. So yeah, what is the actual news, Stuart? Because I don't know what he's meant to be exposing about Pogba. Right, let me give you my top 4, which will be probably changed from when I've done it on Stuart's channel. City, obviously. I did say I put Liverpool third before the season because I said I feel they will drop off a bit because of the energy they've put into the last 4 seasons. I'm gonna go City. I put Spurs in second, but I'm not sure now. I'm gonna go City. Oh god, it's hard on Liverpool's the obvious one, but something's telling me no. City. I'm not going Spurs now. I'm changing that. I'm gonna have to say. No, I'm gonna sit on the fence actually because I ain't got a clue. I haven't got a clue. I had Man United 4th before the season. Then they started off terribly. Now it's looking like he's putting his stamp. I don't know. Gosh, I have real problems betting against West Ham. I don't. I understand it, but I don't. Like I try and be, especially when I'm doing a show that is based off of points. It makes it easier then to give my honest opinion. Sometimes I always am pessimistic. Fear the worst and everything is a bonus. What we got here? Has he been blackmailed? Approached by real gangsters. It's messed up. His brother needs help. But yeah, so I've heard that one, apparently he is getting extorted by somebody else, and now his brother's trying to also expose him for what I don't know. Obviously, would love us to get in that top 4 instead of Spurs, but with the start we had, it will be hard. Yeah, Helen, I wasn't expecting us before the season to finish even in the top 6. The signings, if these signings can be implemented into the team straight away, we can change the way we play. Top 6 then becomes a possibility. That means Scamacca starting and performing every game. Paqueta starting and performing every game. Defense being solid and keeping clean sheets consistently as well. So Rice finding his form again. But we do need to change our style of play. We need to have better possession and create, I think, more goal-scoring opportunities through the likes of Paqueta, Fornells, Benrahma. And, with someone like Scamacca, you've got someone who's more clinical as a number 9 than Antonio. Antonio's got his qualities, but we all know that he's not clinical. He's not a out-and-out striker. He's not going to score screamers from outside the box. Scamacca has got that in abundance. He's also got the aerial threat. He's not just tall. He's good in the air. James says City, Arsenal, Liverpool, West Ham. See, Arsenal is, I am thinking Arsenal at the minute from what I've seen. I tried to grow a beard to look manly, but Scylla said she could see grey hairs, so it has to go. Oh, you know what? I think Stuart looked good with a beard, And sometimes the grey, you should try it, Stu. When she goes to Cornwall, just start growing it. See, I can't grow a full beard it's hard to see it. I can't go, up to there. It only goes to there, but yeah. Yeah, I can't grow a full beard. What we got here? We've got 5 minutes. But yeah, this will be a regular occurrence. And yeah, this would be something that for me is this will be like one of the main things on the channel. This Lunchtime Lives, the prediction show, watch along prediction show, Lunchtime Lives. Like I said, where possible, I'll try and make the prediction show a live premiere. But you know, we record it at different times, and this one today had to get rushed through because of the fixture list and all that. So that wouldn't be a scheduled every whatever, but that would be the things that happen on this channel. And I know that the live premiere is good for the interaction as well. So prediction show, Lunchtime Lives, watch alongs, and then other bits and bobs. Yeah. What else we got? Anything else before we run out of time? Okay, before we go, give me your relegation in no particular order unless you want to put it in an order. Like, yeah, who's going down this season? Once again, we've only played 4 games, but who is going down in your opinion? And I will make sure that next time I do this, I have some talking points, and I can't wait for guests to come on and give their opinion of what's going on at their football club. I'm worried about Scamacca not getting the service for him to score. Right, and that's why Paqueta is key. Paqueta will fulfill that role, Helen. He does it for Brazil, you know, providing their specifically Neymar. So he has that ability. He also scores goals as well. I think he scored 21 goals for Lyon. So yeah, he could be that goal scoring midfielder that we need, who can also supply the striker. So yeah, those two could be fundamental to the evolution of West Ham. Scamacca being supplied by Paqueta and helped by Paqueta in regards to chipping in with goals as well. Are you doing an extended daily show on Deadline? Nah, we're doing it on no. Whatever we're doing on your channel, that's it. So 8:30, I think, on the disabled team on Thursday, we'll be doing you know what I might do, Stuart, on the Friday, I might just do a lunchtime live speaking about the transfers. So no, we'll be doing that on the disabled team. Transfer deadline day, 8:30 till 11, I think, on Stuart's channel, disabled team, on Thursday. Right. Stuart says Bournemouth, Everton, and Fulham to go down. Bournemouth, Fulham, Southampton. I also picked Southampton at the start of the season, Wally. I'm not so sure now, but I did pick them, I think. Or did I pick them just out of it? I don't know. I didn't. I picked Bournemouth, Fulham, and I think I said Palace. Stupidly. Very stupidly. We've got 2 minutes. But yeah, man. I know this wasn't organized. And like I said, next time with more preparation, I can have. So we're not just figuring out what we're going to talk about. But the main point of this show is for people to, you know, bring up what they want to talk about, whether that's in the comments or actually in the stream, you know, somebody talking so we can hear the passion. And like I said, it could be a championship club, it could be a League One club where things are going really well or going really bad, and that fan gets to have his voice on a you know, a small channel, but they still get to actually have their voice and let us know what's going on. Transfer deadline, is it this Thursday? Yeah, this Thursday, Wally. Bournemouth, Fulham, and Southampton. So James agrees with Wally there. Yeah. But yeah, this has been good, you know, and also it gives me the opportunity, you know, I'm always making studios like all the time. I'll make one, it take me ages. I put everything into it, like all the graphic, and I'm like, yeah, that's the one. And then I start another one. So this one was, yeah, for now, I don't know how long you'll see this, but you know, me, I like to just keep on being creative. That's just me. As long as exactly, Helen. And the thing is, it was looking perilous. We still got to play Chelsea and Spurs in the next game. So West Ham is still very much in that mix for now. And that's why I said, you know, win the Conference League and then your league placement, really, as long as this is kind of irrelevant because you're into the Europa League next season. That's got to be our main goal. Primary objective is win Europa Conference League. Easier said than done, but it's got to be our objective. Right, so we are counting down. This has been good for me to do this, and I'm glad you lot could tune in. I'm glad there was people in the chat. I will see you all tomorrow, 7:30. Watch along, West Ham v Spurs. come on your irons, and on time,